With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And great field position coming up in the... Red zone at the 17-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw, Vick. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, these turnovers are a big, big problem. And a huge part of why they're behind on the scoreboard, too. That's now fumble and interception on back-to-back drives. And you just can't expect to do that and be successful in the NFL or any league for that matter.
They'll run on first down. It's Perry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Cowboys are able. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Michael Vick. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
On first down, Perry. A nice little juke. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Eagles have opened the lead up to 30. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Perry. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Oh, the sneak gets Hurts, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
And we surprised a little bit. 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a 1st down.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, the sneak gets Hurts, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, the sneak gets Hurts, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the 1st quarter. They're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this lead could become.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Well, not content with a 1st quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The drive will start with Arian Foster, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll go again with Foster. And how about this start defensively? They're going to get him behind the line a second time. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going up the middle, Foster. Taken down at the 42. So the 3-time Pro Bowler Javon Curse with a tackle there.
And you get selected for that game because you are a consistently dominant performer. And that's what he is. We always think about him being a pass rusher, but he can play the run as well. A guy that you just have to game plan for every week.
Play action. Stroud now. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Play action. Here's Stroud. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Stroud sets up the play action. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rolling to his right. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 15-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Stroud to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation. They run up the middle with Foster. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. That pick. Field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. And they're able to ground it in there on the two-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now Stroud. brings up fourth. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On second down now, it's Perry. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return. And an Eagle touchdown. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But, man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. And now here is the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a two-point conversion attempt. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to try and run. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll set up the screen to Perry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Perry. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Off play action. Perry. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Zay Flowers, 51 yards. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for...
And now it's blocked. And the Eagles have got him. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He can't get him down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try the left side. It's Perry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Perry.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Sidelines going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Perry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Perry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
To their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, it's Perry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Looking to throw. Perry. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Bulldozes past him.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 141 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
They'll run on first down. It's Perry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a 20-yard loss, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. They'll keep it on the ground. Perry. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
On third down, it's Perry. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
I'm not quite sure they got the spark that they wanted on third down. In fact, I think they gave that spark to their opponent instead, because that big stop has galvanized the sideline, and it starts their offense out with some momentum.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
On second down, it's Perry.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll take this back down inside. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
This is Eric Dickerson, four-time rushing champ.
To the 43, second down.
Now Manziel. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Dickerson trying the right side. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Gronkowski's going to go.
Still on his feet.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And now here is the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a two-point conversion attempt. They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. Well, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3. They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Allstott. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Inside give to Dickerson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5. Here's Manziel. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Perry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They run with Perry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. A first down carry for Barkley. Pushes him aside at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a first down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A handoff, Barkley running left. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is
goes in to make it 16-0. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Shreds the tackle. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Manziel. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. This is Perry.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of...
Does the big boy have the juice? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And they are going to set up... With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And he's into